Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So today on my channel I'll be doing a full review of the Asus ROG Zephyrous M16 for 2022. Now I did a review of the last year model. I talked about how this laptop is the best gaming laptop with the best screen to body ratio. You can see the screen and you see how thin the bezels are both up and down on the side. So even the elevated design that hides the bottom bezel, making it impossible to see the bottom bezel. You can see that. So it is very beautiful. It makes the laptop to be very clean, and then you see more of the screen and then less of the bezel. I also talked about the perforated back that illuminates different light. So but it depends on the lighting condition. Although you're not going to be the one to enjoy it, but someone who is sitting opposite you if you are in a shared office or maybe in an open place. Also, the back of the laptop attracts a lot of fingerprint, but it is common for laptop of this color. So now the 2022 model is no different. The design is exactly the same like the last year model, except for the internals and then the power button. Now the last year model has a fingerprint embedded on the power button, but for this one, I don't know, for some reason Asus removed it. I don't know why. So but it is what it is. So aside that, the laptop also has a very good numbers of ports. From left to right you have the charging port, you have a full HDMI port, and you have the Ethernet port, and you have USB-A port, and then two USB Type-C port, which one doubles as a display port, and then a 3.5mm audio jack combo. And at the front you have nothing, and at the right you have another USB-A port and then a micro SD card port, and then your keystain lock. Now the laptop also has a very sizable trackpad. It is very big and I love it so much, and it functions very well. It does not scutter or lag or anything. It is very fluid, and it has a one zone RGB with no number keys, and it has a dedicated volume up and down keys with a microphone off and on key, and then the ROG key. Now for this 2022, Asus did something very beautiful that I love. It comes in different configuration. We have the 3050 Ti, we have the 3060, and then we have the 3070 Ti, and then the 3080 Ti. Unlike the last year model we only have the 3070 as the top of the line model, but this year Asus decided to increase it to a 3080 Ti, which is very good. Now the good thing that I said Asus did about this laptop is on the CPU. Now other manufacturers will only limit the Core i9 to the top tier line, to the max out model, that is the 3080 Ti, but Asus did not do that on this particular laptop. Now on the 3050 Ti you can still get the 12th generation Intel Core i9-12900H 14 core chip, so which is very good. So if you are someone who his application or software is CPU dependent and not GPU, if your application does not require so much power like the 3060 or 3070 or whatever GPU, and it is CPU intensive, you can go for that lower 3050 Ti, and then with 12th generation Core i9, so which is going to lower the cost of the laptop. Now there are a lot of people who go for the 3080 Ti because that is where they get the CPU that they want. So but with this model that has changed, so which is something very good that I would like other manufacturer to replicate. Now like I said, and then again, among all the GPUs, the screen is the same. It's a 16-inch with 165 Hz refresh rate and Pantone validated. So whether you go for the 3060 or the 3050 Ti or the 3070 Ti or the 3080 Ti, they all come with the same screen. Now for the unit I have, it's a 16-inch QHD display with a 165Hz refresh rate. It has the 12th generation Intel Core i7-12900H 14-core processor. It has 16 gig of DDR5 RAM and then 1 TB of NVMe SSD. It has the RTX 3070Ti with 8 gig dedicated video memory. Now, the performance of this laptop is good. Like the 12th generation Core i9-12900H 14-core does not need introduction. It is the best mobile processor so far, aside the HX series that Intel released sometimes April or so. So it does not need introduction. Now for the GPU, that is where we have a little bit of letdown from the Asus. Now the total graphic power for this laptop is 120 watts. So with that 120 watt, when you compare it with the other manufacturer, it's a bit small, because other manufacturer you are getting 140 to 150 watt for RTX 3070Ti. Now that might be because of the chassis of the laptop, because the laptop is absolutely thin, so that is why maybe they could not collate properly. And even if you are going for the 3080 Ti, you are still getting the same 120 watt GPU power. If you are going for the 3060, is the same 120 watt GPU power. It's only the 3050 Ti that is 100 watt. So, and that being said, so when I use this laptop to perform my test with a Forza Horizon 5 on the benchmark. Now, Forza recommended ultra setting at a full HD screen, I was getting 82 frames per second, which is quite good. And then during the gameplay, when I adjusted the frame rate to match the screen refresh rate, I was getting consistency between 110 to 120 frames per second. Now, it is also very, very good. But like I said, assuming the GPU power is a little bit boosted, maybe we can get more higher frame rate, but it's still good. But boosting the GPU power may also affect the laptop, because if the system is not able to cool the laptop properly enough, it may throttle, and that frame rate will occasionally drop when the GPU is under big load and then it heats up. So I think Asus know what is best for the laptop, and that's why they choose the 120 watt for the GPU instead of 140 or 150. Now, about upgrade of this laptop. The the laptop comes with 2 NVMe slots, which one is already occupied. For the RAM, it's also another letdown. It has 8 gig on board and then 8 gig user replaceable. So, which means you can only upgrade this particular one that I have to a total of 40 gigs, which is very big, but I think it's not enough for enthusiasts or for someone who wants to max out. So it's another letdown. Although they are like the 3080 Ti has a 16 gig on board and then 16 gig user replaceable. So that one you can max it to a 48 gig. But like I said, it's still not good enough. But it is good for some people. But there's people who will also find that as a deal breaker. Now, in conclusion, this laptop is good, very, very good. I like the design. I like the screen to body ratio. It is very, very beautiful. In fact, I recommend this laptop for anybody, but I am a little bit disappointed with the onboard memory, because I don't even get it, and also the fingerprint reader. When I saw Acer, the 13500 SE with a fingerprint reader, and then the MSI GS77 that has fingerprint, I thought that fingerprint is going to become a norm in a gaming laptop, just like it is in a regular laptop, because I love fingerprint. No matter how they preach about the face unlock, I'm never a fan. So I love the fingerprint reader because one touch you are in, you don't have to be typing password. And then even if you're typing password, sometimes you might be in a public place and then someone might copy your password. Yeah, there's some people that are very fast that by just looking they know exactly the keys you type, but with the fingerprint you just touch it and that's it. So that's it guys. Thank you for watching my video and please do subscribe to my channel for more video. Bye.